Hello and welcome to Sweet Home California. Today is a great morning. I got up early. My husband started off the day with saying, "Today is the day." And today is the day. Today is the day that the Lord has made, and let us rejoice and be glad in it. But Tuesday morning when I woke up, I was not rejoicing because I had my first strike on YouTube. And now this stemmed from a video I did back in October, I believe it was, when the Arizona state legislature was hearing the audit results from the investigation from what happened in November of 2020. And I was just basically condensing down the hours of testimony that the Right Side Broadcasting Network was sharing on their YouTube channel as well as their Rumble. Now they did RSBN did take it down off of YouTube, and I noted that, but it was voluntarily removed by RSBN. And in my video, I didn't use code words. I said what they said, and I was trying to do it in a reporting sort of way, that this is what the facts are that they had determined. In my headline, though, I did say crimes happened. Well, specifically speaking, in the video, it was because they have certain requirements to keep information for a certain amount of time. And it had been revealed in the audit that a script had been used where it seemed very intentional, that the script was run over and over again, intentionally, to then cause an overwrite of those log files that were from the November 2020 timeframe, actually all the way up through. They had a special election in January, and it basically, they didn't have any information from before the beginning of February because they were running the script. And so that is where I was referring to that crimes had happened, because that seemed very, very clear that it was an intentional act. And whereas there are other things that there's still a lot of speculation, and I made clear that these were things that still needed to be further investigated, which I believe that Mark Bronovich is continuing to do. I'm not sure exactly what all the details are on that, because it is a very touchy subject, and it's something that there's just so much going on. I don't have time to delve into everything, and I know that there are channels out there that are more focused on exactly what's happening in Arizona. But in any case, I did cover this, and I had it had quite a few views on it. So then I woke up on Tuesday and I found out that my channel had a strike, and it was going to restrict me for a whole week of not being able to load anything, participate at all on my channel. And also it specifically says that per the terms of service, that then I would not be able to use any of my backup channels either. And actually, they're not really backup channels. They're separate, distinct channels. I have one called Crafted Carvings that is about my woodworking, and then I have one that's called Sweet Home California Praise that is for talking more about spirituality and my religion and things like that. Both of which I haven't been doing a whole heck of a lot of, because I've just been really busy with orders and trying to get this channel to continue going. Anyhow, the primary for California is next Tuesday, and I've really been remiss in covering things going on with California politics, just because I've been so busy with fulfilling orders. I haven't really had time to do much of anything. But then all of that was going to be wiped out in an instant, because I was going to be suspended and not be able to do anything for a whole week. Well, I reached out to some friends on This Way Network that may have more experience than I do. It's like, what can I do? What can I say? Because there is an appeals process. So I reviewed the video, first of all, just to make sure I knew exactly what it was that I said, and found out that, I was pretty good, pretty factual, and I had, this was like a news story, and all these other channels that report on the news don't wind up with strikes. But then I'm a small channel, and I don't have a team of lawyers that I can threaten to sue YouTube, and nobody's going to notice if Sweet Home California is not on anymore. Unlike, if somebody gets banned off of Twitter or YouTube, it seems to make national news with some people, but it wouldn't have made any sort of blip, for me. So would they really even pay attention to an appeal? But I decided to go ahead and do the appeals process, and you have 800 characters in which to make your case as to why you feel that the strike should not apply to you. And I filled that out. I think I used every single character. I hit the period, and it was 800 characters exactly. And within a few hours, actually, they came back and said that my appeal had been granted. And so anyhow, I just want to encourage people out there that are touching on controversial subjects and subjects that are, in their content guidelines, may be touchy. It's just a matter of how you approach it. And if you do get that strike or you do get that warning, please take the time to figure out the process and follow it and ask for that human review, because I think a lot of this is just AI, striking, making that strike. And I had a problem also where I'd gotten a warning when I first started out. This is when the mandates were coming down. My daughter's in the reserves, and I'm very concerned, about her health and the long-term impacts that are still not known, because normally trials are done in the years to be able to know all the different ramifications of not just, the individual that is taking the dose, but also what impact that may have on the next generation. And my daughter just got married last year. So I was voicing my frustrations on that, and I got a warning. Now, it didn't, do anything to my channel, except that it then took up that space and it will never go away. Whereas strikes after 90 days, if you don't do anything else within that 90-day time frame, the strike will fall off your record, and then you get a fresh slate every 90 days. So long as, I guess, you don't do anything too egregious. But with the warning, if you don't appeal the warning, then that stays forever. So then each time you have that issue that you may have done something that might be considered over the line, you're going to have that pucker factor of, like I did when I woke up on Tuesday and found that I had a strike. So at that point, I couldn't do anything, and it can take up to 7 days for them to review your appeal. Now, I was very lucky in that, of course, that's the length of time of the suspension. I was lucky that they were able to review that within hours and reinstated my channel. So my one regret is that I did not appeal the warning when I first got it. I didn't really know the process. I was brand new. So any of you that are out there considering doing a YouTube channel, or you have, and you've experienced any of this, I do believe you have a time frame that you can appeal. I think it's like within 30 days. So at this point, my warning happened way back last summer. So that's way too long ago. But anyhow, I hope that this will be heard by the people who need to hear it, that if you're in that situation that I found myself in on Tuesday, that you may have a positive outcome as well, and that it will encourage you that so long as you are watching your facts, that you're presenting things factually, and you've got some links and sources, that this is a news report. You can, I did have some opinion in there as well, but I did make sure that it was clear that it was an opinion and that it wasn't a fact. Then hopefully things will turn out all right for you, like it did for me, and hopefully it'll continue turning out that way for me as well. But anyhow, God bless. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will try to get some more content out here today as I'm getting caught up on everything that I need to get done, all my obligations. God bless. Talk to you next time. And today is the day. Rejoice and be glad in it.